Hello everybody, Snowflake here, and welcome to another episode of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Uh, in the last episode, we did the quest End of the Line, which I believe is the end of the fishing DLC. So Viria needed some materials to build a store. I don't know why I had to get those. I don't think it's beyond a human being to go get stuff like nails, lock, firewood, and iron fittings. I feel like you could probably purchase that from any shop. Well, not any shop, but there are shops that you can purchase them from that will probably be very easy to find. Um, I didn't even put it together for her, so yeah, it wasn't like I did something special. I just fetched some materials for her, but there we go. We completed the quest. We got a cool mud crab necklace out of it, and now Viria has her own stall in the Riften Market, which is very underwhelming in terms of what you can buy. It's kind of sad because you'd like Viria to at least have some, I don't know, some unique fish, or at least a chance of having some rare fish in the store. Maybe that happens over time. I don't know. But yeah, enough about fishing. Now we are doing another quest. We are doing Speaking with Silence. Sorry, there was an ice cream man outside, and the tune just sort of merged with like the Skyrim like ambient music, and it just made my brain just shut off. Anyway, we're going back to the Thieves Guild. That's the important thing. We haven't done any like guild quest lines for a while, so we'll carry on with the Thieves Guild. So this is going to be a bit of a throwback. So let me see if I remember it right. So we've been tracking down a member of well, we've been tracking down someone who has been basically sabotaging the Thieves Guild, trying to undermine its relationships with its allies like the Blackbriars, and some other people. Um, and we've eventually managed to find out that it was someone called Karliah, who used to be part of the guild. And we are going to go and deal with her. And Mercer Frey, the head of the guild himself, has asked us to meet him outside Snowvale Sanctum, which is apparently Karliah's last location. And yeah, together, Mercer and I intend to hunt her down and make her pay for Gallus, who was the previous Thieves Guild master. Well, Gallus' murder. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Going out to kill someone doesn't feel like a very Thieves Guild thing to do, but I mean, you got to protect your guild, I suppose. Sometimes when you're in the College of Winterhold, you got to stab someone. Sometimes when you're in the Fighters Guilds, actually, I'm pretty sure you have to fight for pretty much everything. I mean, you could use spells, to be fair. To be fair. Was it a quest marker? Oh, yeah, it was this over here. Okay. Interesting. We don't really have anywhere, sorry, anywhere that nearby. Um, I feel like the wreck of the Pride of Telvos. Why do we go there? I can't remember why we went there. That feels like a memorable name, but I can't. I don't remember it, but it feels like I should. Alright then. Still not ring a bell. Just looks like insert shipwreck here to me. But yeah, this is as close as we can get to Snowvale Sanctum. A couple of wolves probably eyeing us up. You don't have to do this, you know. We can be friends. Okay. You see how quickly I dispatched your friend? Okay, I guess you know you're gonna die anyway, so you're like, let me just get some last bites in so I don't go down easily. I can respect that. Well, there's another four-legged animal, but I think that's a fox, so I think we're safe from impending danger. Or that could be the deadliest damn fox that anyone's ever seen. You just don't know. Could be a wolf, you know. I might, yeah. Why did I say yeah? This is clearly a fox. You can be on your way, fox. You will not be murdered by me today. Unless you accidentally get in the way of a fire shout or a swing, but... And that wouldn't be murder, that would be more manslaughter, because I wouldn't have been doing it intentionally, you know? It's a pretty cool view. You haven't been around these parts, as far as I can tell. Yeah, this is quite a big map gap in the map. The rhyming was not intentional, that was bad timing. Okay, that one was intentional. Moving on. Alright, I see a horse. Is that it? Is that Snowvale Sanctum? Oh, this water's too shallow. Can't grab fish. Alright, we can grab some spiky grass here. Alright, hawkers over there. Fine. Oh, we've got a horse here. Ride horse. It's not even... Is that stealing? Is that a live hawker? No, it's not. Wouldn't make sense for a live hawker to make camp. Oh, Rislav are righteous. That's definitely a skill book. Can't remember what it was for, but that'll be a good find for someone who hadn't already read it. Ooh, hawker loafs. That's what we want to see. We don't want to do the cooking ourselves. Let some other sucker do it for you. This isn't stealing either. Is this like a bandit lair? We can't even cook, yeah. Oh, was taking his money too? Yeah, okay. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Wait, there's a chest over there. That's not a chest, that's a box, which we already checked inside. I'm gonna say, it didn't feel like a Snowvale Sanctum, it felt more like a random tent. Of all the places to set up camp, though. I guess maybe if you camp in a colder place, bandits are less likely to go around that area because they don't want to be cold either. That's my thoughts. We're just making conversation before we get to the sector. Are you a living animal? Is that a saber cat? It is a saber cat. It looked a bit weird from that angle. Somehow I missed. Ooh, light armor increase. I would have thought we'd have already been at 100 light armor, since we've been in a fair few fights, but only 90. Which is still good, but could be better. Alright, this is Snowvale Sanctum. This looks... Okay, this looks like a Draugr ruin. Oh, he's outside, is he? Camp over there, that would indicate someone's here.
Good. You're finally here.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
I'm certain Karliah is still inside.
You saw her?
No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape.
Aww.
Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead.
How do you know she's distracted? You want me to lead? Understood. Understood.
Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Karliah is as sharp as a blade.
That's a weak
Last thing
simile.
I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here.
Okay, so there's going to be traps. We're leading. Carlisle's horse is dead. I mean, it makes sense to do that, but it feels kind of sad for the horse. How did Callus die?
25 years ago, I was standing outside these very same ruins. Gallus told me to meet here, but he wouldn't say why. When I arrived, Gallus stepped from the shadows. Before he uttered a sound, an arrow pierced his throat. Before I could even draw my blade, her second arrow found its mark in my chest.
So Karliah took on both of you alone. Why are we demasculating him?
Karliah was a master marksman, and her greatest weapon was the element of surprise.
Works for most marksmen.
Lucky. She missed my heart by mere inches. I staggered away from the ruins and my vision began to blur. It's then that I realized the bitch had poisoned my
Oh,
arrows.
we're saying that word, are we? I mean, it makes sense. She did kill your friend and also almost killed you. And Gallus?
The last thing I saw was Karliah dumping his body into an opening atop the ruins. An unceremonious end for a remarkable man.
Damn.
To this day, I've regretted allowing her to escape, even if it meant I had died trying. I owed Gallus that much.
I mean, you were literally poisoned and had an arrow in your chest. I think you can be forgiven for not immediately taking your revenge and being smart and coming back later. What happened after Gallus died?
The guild was thrown into disarray. Several stepped up and tried to claim Gallus's former position as guildmaster. Sides quickly formed behind these men and the Ratway became a bloodbath.
I didn't hear that story. And you were a part of this?
I saw what they did to Gallus. I wanted to use the guild's resources to hunt down Karliah. The others didn't even care he was gone.
Wow.
Fortunately, I persevered, and the other groups were either killed or they left Skyrim.
I was going to say, like, if they didn't care that Gallus is gone, what makes you think they're going to care about you? And what of Karliah?
The infighting had taken months to subside, which gave her time to go into hiding and carefully cover her tracks. I spent thousands of septum and used every contact at my disposal. But it was as if she had simply vanished. Like I said before, she was the best.
Okay, I mean, you sort of have, but tell me about Karliah.
She was a stubborn Dunmer. Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some thieves heist in a year. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close.
So they had a relationship.
If you want to call it that, yes. Me? I think she was softening him for the kill.
Ooh.
Gallus
At
would
Karliah.
call her his little nightingale. He was absolutely smitten by her.
Interesting. Why'd she kill him?
Greed? Jealousy? Spite? Who can say what drove her to such an iniquitous act? One thing's certain, I intend to find out before she draws her last breath.
Okay. Isn't murder Dark Brotherhood territory? I mean, he's gonna say, this isn't murder, this is looking out for our own.
I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild taken care of, we do it ourselves.
You have an arrangement with the
Both
Dark
agree
Brotherhood.
It's best to keep these matters in-house.
Also, when we asked that question, we were telling him, why didn't you just hire the Dark Brotherhood to do it? Interesting.
Keep your eyes open, your mouth shut.
Okay, do you say any... Ooh, didn't mean to do that.
Must you keep stopping?
Didn't even start, dude. Relax yourself. Amalam. Wait, can we not go in here? And why are you standing... whatever. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Take a lantern. You never know, we might need some light. Snowvale Catacombs requires key. Did you give me the key? How did you expect us to get in, bozo? You wanted me to take the lead, yet you won't open the damn door. Come on.
What is it?
I need you to open this door, boss. Like, now would be good.
Yes, what is it now?
Now would be very good.
This better...
Okay, cool, look, I'm over here. Look, it's me. You can unlock the door now. The door.
Keep your eyes open, mouths shut.
Yeah.
They say that these ancient Nordic
There we
burial
go.
mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult.
Okay, so he's a good thief, obviously.
Quite
He's the guild
simple,
master.
Really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, not a lot of skill. That should do it.
You don't see what all the fuss is about, but yet you also need a lot of skill. Well, that's the difficult part, having the lot of skill. It's like a professional footballer say, I don't see what all the fuss is about. You just need to be good at football to become a footballer. What's all the fuss about? Doesn't make sense. You don't be making sense all the time, Mercer. But you know what? I'm not going to press you on it. We're on an important mission. Okay, we need to keep an eye out for traps because Karliah is obviously a master thief.
Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard.
Okay. Okay, let's try not to blunder into a trap, as Mercer put it, but let's also look around and see if we can find some secret stashes of loot. Karliah was, of course, a thief, so she would have stolen stuff. Maybe hid it somewhere. I say he was a thief. She probably still is a thief, but was as in was part of the guild. That looks odd. Yeah, didn't quite look like a trap. Oh yeah, plenty of jewels here. A dead Draugr. Okay, that opens that. Ah, there's a trap. You know, Mercer, since you're so good at doing this kind of stuff, why don't you unlock the trap triggers? It's okay. I want the XP for myself. I was joking. Jewels and money. Jewel and money. Aha. Oh. Oh. I thought that might have opened one of the other gates. That's it. Looks like I deserved a little more than that. Sorry, does this actually... Oh, that gate remains shut. Okay. So would the trap trigger have then released this Draugr? So I don't see anything else that could have done it. Or anything else that could have triggered. Okay, we'll do a quick save. I don't know, I just feel like doing a quick
Hold the
save.
chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Karliah reset all of the traps.
Okay, that would make sense if she was hanging out here. But yeah, we'll take our winnings, of course. First of all. Ooh, Deathlord. Karliah's not playing around. I mean, you're alive. Well, alive, you know what I mean by alive. I don't mean alive, I mean, dead. Dead alive. Undead. There we go. Found it in the end. Woodcutter's axe. Okay. Looks like there was only one Deathlord though. Which wouldn't have been too much of a problem. Alright, thank you for the warning, Mercer. That was very smart of you to tell me to avoid the trap. Logs. Does that feel like something that could drop? That's a Draco. Oh wait, where's Kosnach? Is only Mercer allowed in here? Oh, that means if I hit my carry weight, no one's gonna... Oh. You're not gonna carry my burdens,
Yes,
are
yes,
you?
what is it now?
Oh, wait, you're alive too.
Your
Not
eyes
bad.
open, your mouth shut.
Hey man, I'm doing all the work here, relax. Okay. Oh, is this bear trap already triggered? Some of them are, some of them aren't. Yeah, it's teasing me to go in that direction, but I physically can't. Let's go into this room since it does appear to be a dead end. Right. Right, no trap triggers. Usually when the door is locked, there's no trap triggers. They'll only leave trap triggers if the door is... Oh god. I hate picking up this ancient Nord stuff when I don't have a Cosmech to dump my stuff on. Oh wow. At least some of you are walking around.
You've just written your own epitaph.
Oh look, Mercer did something. Oh, there's another one. Oh. Oh man. I got actually Fusrodad. Like directly in the face. Alright, well, Mercer seems to be having a fun time. He's actually doing pretty well against the Death Lord, to be fair. Yeah, respect, dude. I wish you'd carry my stuff, though. That's what I will say. It's starting to add up. The Ebony stuff is all good, the Ancient Nord stuff it's not so great. Okay. Couple of ways to go, both booby trapped. Oh, someone's awake. That's some good loot.
You've just written your own epitaph. Who's there?
I just wasted a power attack on a random Draugr. Okay, woodcutter's axe. I remember. Lantern. Farming tool 4. That's the worst item we've got there. Oh, we have, I forget we have, like, other carry weight items. My bad. Now we're wearing Thieves Guild armor, and we're one of the boys. You proud of me, Mercer? You probably don't care. Oh, this triggers both sides get triggered, okay. Oh no, this is, we've just gone around, so we should actually go this way. I just want to trigger the trap, just in case I might be stupid on the way back. Oh no, it's the same one. we... No, we didn't. Oh, right. Pick those up for now. Yeah, we don't need to drop them yet. We will do. Almost definitely. My chain. Oh, some money on the floor. Now that would be a smart thing to put a trap on. But, well, it looks like somebody already fell for a trap here. Almost at well, we're halfway to 98 lockpicking. That's pretty impressive. There's another room to explore. Let me try and remember that. Stuff. We love the jewels. This is why we love the Drug Ruins, because it's infinite money. Glass arrows. Scroll of blizzards. Steel battle axe. Yeah, that's gonna take us over. Okay, now we can drop some stuff. Wait, no, we got the locket of Jub. Good for now. This doesn't open. I think we might have just got Draga's attention now. Okay, this is just a treasure room. And a good treasure room. This was a good one.
Bone chimes. Clever. Rigged to wake the Draugr, I'd bet. Don't blunder into any of them.
Is that really how Draugr work? They're sound activated? You think I'm not going to kill these guys anyway?
Who's there?
I thought Mercer was going for the Draugr White while I was taking down all the Death Lords. Black Soldier. Nice. Got some Draugrs that were into some dodgy stuff. Alright, we'll loot all of them and then, yeah, we will have to drop stuff. Sadly. Alright, well, let it be known that I'm not scared of Draugr. 3 thieves. Guessing that's on the list somewhere. Yeah, probably would have been a skill book. Okay. Okay, how much Ancient Nord junk do we have? Okay, let's drop maces and a war axe. Oh boy. We're in for it now.
Rat merely an annoyance.
Multiple Death Lords. Oh, got a mage too. Wow, how many death wounds? We literally ran out of stamina for the first time in like forever. Let's charge up a little bit. Oh no, he's almost dead. It's fine. Skeevers as well. Okay, we need to get the mage.
Hardly worth my time.
Hardly worth my time. I mean, that was a fairly tough fight. Well, not tough, but it could have been tough. You know what I mean? Several Death Lords, several other Draugr. But yeah, Mercer did his thing. Apparently even the Skeevers are on the Draugr side. Last bow. Oh, this one didn't open. Ebony shield, nice. Sword. That's almost 2. Yeah, the dead. If you've got the Crown of Baron's Eye perk, you definitely want to be finding the already dead Draugr, because those guys are almost guaranteed to have some solid loot. Okay. He came from there, right? So there's this way, and there's also that way. Can't remember which one of these guys you've looted, not you, clearly. Do we still have, like, linen wraps? Yes. Oh, didn't mean to, let go. Didn't mean to press E. Still looking around for traps, just in case. We didn't explore that area. Yeah, we'll probably go back. Yeah, this is going to be the way forward. And wraps.
Karliah always was a nimble minx. Slipping past these Draugr must have been child's play for her.
It would have been pretty easy for me too, but you know, I wanted to fight. What do we have in this direction then? Linen wraps. Oh, didn't want that one. You can have this one back. Enjoy yourself. Oh, there's another... some other lower value ones. Okay. Surely there's got to be more than that. My. Is this an oil floor? A trap up there? Ooh. Interesting. Let's save, because oh, this is going to be like a... if we remove the thing, it's going to blow up the trap, isn't it? Going to be super nimble. Model trip. Ship. Return the ship model to Delvin. Huh. So, I don't know if I've mentioned it already, but a lot of the Thieves Guild quests have, like, secret items that Delvin Mallory wants, and if you find them, then it'll give you some money for them. It's a pretty cool touch. Alright, well, that's not going to trigger any traps anymore. Oh, magic potion. Interesting that they'd leave that there, not sure why. Okay, so yeah, this area was definitely worth going to because we got a unique item out of it. I'm glad we took the time to retrace our steps. Before I forget, let's recharge our mace, get some enchanting XP. Alright, actual Snowvale Sanctum now.
Yes, what is it now?
Who's talking to you, man?
You're quite noisy for someone who claims to be a thief.
You've been louder than me this whole time. And I'm making a video here. I can't be silent, Mercer. You just don't understand the plight of the content creator, do you? Oh, you're not dead. Oh, I should have gone for the death route, shouldn't I? Oh yeah, I was thinking I'm doing less damage just because I have to take all my Death Brand armor off just to carry all this stuff. Ran out of Ancient Nord stuff, got the bows, but they're semi-decent. There's probably worse stuff. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, maybe not for now, anyway. Don't care how home that is, it's not good enough. Anyone already dead? Like permadead? Like carrying jewels kind of dead? No? Okie doke. How far? It's quite a big dungeon. No surprise, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the Thieves Guild now.
Your death will be my
Well, that wasn't a sneak attack.
Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting.
Wow, loads of Death Lords. Like a strangely high amount of Death Lords. That's 4 Death Lords, that's... Not more than 4. Like 5 Death Lords. Yeah, let's count. 1, 2. We trigger a tripwire? No. Yeah. There's only 3 here. No, 4. Okay, there was 4 Death Lords. No, wait. What? No, there was 5. 5. Definitely 5. Iron shields. Weighing us down. What about weapons? Steel battle axe can go. They're all going to have ebony weapons, so I'm just going to be dropping a lot. Yeah, I think iron shields. Oh, no one cares about the battle axe. Okay. Enchanted one will take. Right, that's what we'll take the jewels and the 15 gold. And door number 2. Chest number 2. There we go. Jewels, money, stamina potion, rubies, yep. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Aha, pressure plates hidden amongst pots. Don't trigger them, Mercer. Oh. Apparently Mercer doesn't trigger them. That's a nice touch for game.
We're on the right track. She's been through here as well.
Oh, this looks like one of those, Let's save. This could be one of them. Oh, it looked like one of those swinging sword traps.
Your blood will adorn my blade.
Oh, sorry, Mercer.
How disappointing.
Okay, I think I might have hit Mercer there, but he doesn't seem to be too bothered about it. I've got a whole ebony arsenal. Oh. Why is there a random burnt corpse here? Like in fetal position, that's horrible. He burned to death like that? Oh. Why are there burnt corpses here? And why do they have money? Surely not these torch fires. Y'all couldn't be that dumb, could you?
That door up ahead. Looks perfect for hiding an ambush. Be ready.
It feels like it could hide just about as many ambushes as any other doors. But okay. Well, when you're right, you're right. Oh, is that a dragon priest? Holy moly, that's a dragon priest up there. Uh-oh. Sneak attack didn't work.
So ends the lesson. Blood will adorn my blade. Nothing.
Okay. Alright, dragon priest taken care of. money. Rest of Strauga, really? After all of those more impressive Drauga, you think you're going to do something? I hear the word wall. I do not see the word wall. Nice and chitin. No, but yet, here it is. Alright, I'll assume we haven't read the book, so we will read the book. Nice and Chitin by Pletius Spatek. The tale dates to the year 855 of the Second Era, after General Telos had taken the name Tiber Septim and begun his conquest of Tamriel. One of his commanding officers, Beatia of Iliolos, had been surprised in an ambush while returning from a meeting with the Emperor. She and her personal guard of 5 soldiers barely escaped, and were separated from their army. They fled across the desolate, sleep-painted rocky cliffs by foot. The attack had been so sudden, they had not even the time to don armour or get to their horses. "If we can get to the Gorvig Ridge," hollered Lieutenant Ascatus, gesturing toward a peak off in the mist, his voice barely discernible over the wind, "we could meet the legion you stationed in Pordak." Beatia looked across the craggy landscape, through the windswept, hoary trees, and shook her head. "Not that way. We'll be struck down before we make it halfway to the mountain. You can see their horses' breath through the trees." She directed her guard toward a ruined old keep on the frozen isthmus of Nerone, across the bay from Gorvig Ridge. Jutting out on a promontory of rock, it was like many other abandoned castles in northern Skyrim, remnants of Bremen Cyrodiil's protective shield against the continent of Akavir. As they reached their destination and made a fire, they could hear the army of the war chiefs of Danstra behind them, making camp on the land southwest, blocking the only escape up the sea. The soldiers assessed the stock of the keep, while Beatia looked out to the fog-veiled water through the casements of a ruin. She threw a stone, watching it skip across the ice, trailing puffs of mist, before it disappeared with a splash into a crack in the surface. "No food or weaponry to be found, Commander," Lieutenant Ascatus reported. "There's a pile of armour in storage, but it's definitely taken on the element over the years. I don't know if it's salvageable at all." "We won't last long here," Beatia replied. "The Nords Nerf will be vulnerable when night falls, and this old rock won't hold them off. If there's anything in the keep we can use, find it. We have to make it across the ice floe to the ridge." After a few minutes of searching and mashing pieces, the guards presented 2 very grimy, scuffed, and cracked suits of chitin armour. Nice and chitin. Even the least proud of the adventurers and pirates who had looted the castle over the years had thought the shells of chitin beneath their notice. The soldiers did not dare to clean them. The dust looked to be the only adhesive holding them together. It's pretty funny. "They won't offer us much protection. Just slow us down," grimaced Ascatus, "if we run across the ice as soon as it gets dark." "Anyone who can plan and execute an ambush like the wall chiefs of Danstra will be expecting that. We need to move quickly, now, before we're any closer." Beatia drew a map of the bay in the dust, and then a semicircular path across the water, an arc stretching from the castle to the Gorvig Ridge. "The men should go the long way across the bay like so. The ice is thick there a ways from the shoreline, and there are a lot of rocks for cover." "You're not staying behind to hold the castle." "Of course not." Beatia shook her head and drew a straight line from the castle to the closest shore across the bay. "I'll take one of the chitin suits and try to cross the water here. If you don't see or hear me when you've made it to land, don't wait. Just get to Pornak." Lieutenant Ascatus tried to dissuade his commander, but he knew that she would never order one of her men to perform the suicidal act of diversion, that all would die before they reached Gorvig Ridge if the warlord's army was not distracted. He could find only one way to honour his duty to protect his commanding officer. It was not easy convincing Commander Beatty that he should accompany her, but at last she relented. The sun hung low, but still cast a diffused glow, illuminating the snow, low-glow snow, with a ghostly light. When the 5 men and 1 woman slipped through the boulders beneath the castle to the water's frozen edge, Beatia and Ascatus moved carefully and precisely, painfully aware of each dull crunch of chitin against stone. At their commander's signal, the 4 unarmoured men dashed towards the north across the ice. When her men had reached the first fragment of cover, a spiral of stone jutting a few yards from the base of a promontory, Beatia turned to listen for the sound of the army above. Nothing but silence. They were still unseen. Ascatus nodded, his eyes through the helm showing no fear. The commander and her lieutenant stepped onto the ice and began to run. When BT had surveyed the bay from the castle ramparts, the crossing closest to shore had seemed like a vast, featureless plain of white. Now that she was down on the ice, it was even more flat and stark. The sheet of mist rose only up their ankles, but it billowed up at their approach like the hand of nature itself was pointing out their presence to their enemies. They were utterly exposed. It came almost as a relief when Betia heard one of the war chief's scouts whistle a signal to his masters. They didn't have to turn around to see if the army was coming. The sound of galloping hoofs and the crash of trees giving way was very clear over the whistling wind. Betia wished she could risk a glance to the north to see if her men were hidden from view, but she didn't dare. She could hear Ascitus running to her right, keeping pace, breathing hard. He was used to wearing heavier armor, but the chitin joints were so brittle and tight from years of disuse, it was all he could do to bend them. The rocky shore to the ridge still looked an eternity away when Betia felt and heard the first volley of arrows. Most struck the ice at their feet with sharp, cracking sounds, but a few nearly found home, ricocheting off their backs. Chitin armor. He silently offered a prayer of thanks to whatever anonymous shellsmith, now long dead, had crafted the armor. They continued to run as the first rain of arrows was quickly followed by a second and a third. Thank Stendarr, Ascitus gasped. If there was only leather in the keep, it would be pierced through and through. Now if only it weren't so rigid. Betia felt her own armor joints begin to set, her knees and hips finding more and more resistance with every step. There could be no denying it. They were drawing closer toward the shore, but they were running much more slowly. She heard the first dreadful galloping crunch of the army charging across the floe towards her. The riders were cautious on the slippery ice, not driving their horses at full speed. Betia knew that they would be upon the two of them soon. The old chitin armor could withstand the bites of a few arrows, but not a lance driven with the force of a galloping horse. The only great unknown was time. The thunder of beating hooves was deafening behind them. When Ascitus and Betia reached the edge of the shore, the giant jagged stones that strung around the beach blockaded the approach. Beneath their feet the ice sighed and crackled. They could not stand still, run forward, nor run back. Straining against the tired metal in the armor joints, they took 2 bounds forward and flew up the boulders. The first landing on the ice sounded an explosive crack, and they rose for the final jump. It was on a wave of water so cold it felt like fire through the thin armor. Ascitus's right hand found purchase in a deep fissure. Betia gripped with both hands, but her boulder was slick with frost. Faces pressed to the stone, they could not turn to face the army behind them. They heard the ice splintering, and the soldiers cry out in terror for just an instant. Then there was no sound but the whining of the wind and the purring lap of the water. A moment later there were footsteps on the cliff above. The 4 guardsmen had crossed the bay. There were 2 to pull Betia up from the face of the boulder, and another 2 for Ascitus. They strained and swore at the weight, but finally they had their commander and her lieutenant safely on the edge of Gorvik Ridge. By Mara, that's heavy for light armor. Yes, smiled Betia wearily, looking back over the empty, broken ice floe. The cracks radiated from the parallel path she and Ascitus had run. But sometimes that's good. Alright, I'm guessing that was probably a heavy armor skill book, if I had to guess. Yeah, interesting enough story. Bro. Restless again. Oh, here's a word wall. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we've searched most of you. Okay, what word would they give you in Karliah's crib? Something thief related? Stealth? Sneak? And disarm. Are we gonna have to disarm somebody? Seem possible. You already have weapon, now we have hand. As you rip the weapon from an opponent's grasp, does that disarm and take the weapon? It's pretty cool if so. It's too heavy. One more axe, Gold Blizzard, Hide Armor, Master of Destruction, Iron Shield. What's next? Hide stuff is 10. I got so much good ebony stuff. I'm running out of bad stuff to drop. Two for now. I think we're almost, well, we're almost at the end, so yeah, we missed out on some loot, but it's fine. Guessing that closes it. Okay, navigated all the traps. Well, no, not all of them. Some bear traps over here. Oh, we need the dragon claw. Do we have a dragon claw?
Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Karliah already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it.
Yeah, this dude can pick anything.
Quite simple, really. Karliah is close, I'm certain of it.
Mercer, can you come with me on all of my Nordic ruins? Because apparently you can literally pick any lock, even like these puzzle doors. Okay, this looks like a final fight kind of room. Save it just in case. Oh, what? Oh no, Karliah's a marksman, isn't she? Find Karliah. Was there any way we could have avoided that? We were shot, right? We didn't just collapse. Oh, that must be her.
Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Why didn't she just shoot him too?
Reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Karliah. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Haunting Brew Meadery was inspired.
True.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough, otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Wait a minute.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Wait a minute.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore
Wait a
your
minute.
methods?
Enough of this mindless banter.
Oh, I want to hear some more.
Come, Karliah. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
Is this what I think?
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
So Mercer. Was it Mercer who betrayed the guild?
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Karliah has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place.
Why did you bring me here?
But you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain
Karliah,
of your
you gonna... You have another arrow? I can't do anything. Oh wow, he actually did stab me. I should be dead. I should be dead. Am I dead? Is it dead? Whoa. I'm not dead.
Easy. Easy.
Karliah did save me.
Get up so quickly. How are you feeling?
So wait, Mercer, yeah, so Mercer actually managed to fail to kill me. Even though I was, like, paralyzed. Wow. Okay. Hold on. You shot me.
No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from...
Oh, Koznak is back. Hey!
Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Well, you did shoot me, but I do respect the fact that you didn't kill me. Why save me?
My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death.
But I'm in your debt. Why should I believe you? Should have shot Mercer instead. Well, I can't say why should I believe you, because Mercer very clearly was the one who betrayed the guild and killed Gallus because he killed me. He didn't have to do that if he was innocent. Should have shot Mercer instead. I mean, she should have shot Mercer instead, but she just said she didn't have a clear shot, so I mean,
More
yeah.
than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive.
Why capture Mercer alive? I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious because Karliah has been seemingly framed for the murder of Gallus. So the only way she can prove herself is for Mercer to confess, right? Otherwise, she'll never be let back into the guild. If that is, of course, her intention.
Mercer must be brought before the guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder.
How will you prove it now?
My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside.
Oh. Well, what's it say?
I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before.
Perhaps it could be translated.
Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course.
Don't tell me you didn't consider that possibility before.
Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity.
Is Nightingale what now? There's that word again. Nightingale. Yeah, Mercer mentioned that Gallus would call Karliah his little nightingale.
There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves
Oh,
Guild.
Trinity.
Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey.
Gallus has incurred a journal. My version to magic, deadly friends, poison added. Okay. Can't you come with me to Winterhold?
I'm afraid not. There are preparations to make, and Gallus's remains to lay.
You died a long time ago. Have you not done that already?
Join you there as soon as I can.
Why didn't you kill Mercer?
Mercer lied to the guild.
I know why.
Branded me a murderer and slandered my name across his network of contacts. For 25 years I ran, never sleeping in the same place twice and carefully covering my tracks. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles in front of him and he's hunted by the guild.
Kind of like you've been hunted. Might not have a choice next time.
I can promise you if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate.
Fair. Tell me about Gallus.
He was a scholar, a master thief and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question.
It's not what
It was
Mercer said.
Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales and honed my skills to a razor-sharp point. I owe everything to him. We were very close.
So I heard. I love how, like, my character just has to, like, spell it out. Like, she's obviously trying not to say it. You were lovers?
Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him.
Alright.
Remember, speak only to Enther. Trust no
Well, look,
one
it's her
else.
dead horse.
Please, there isn't much time. What is it?
50 gold? Sorry, Vic. You paid your horse well. Alright, Koznak, I'm glad you're here, buddy. But before that, can we read the Gallus' encoded journal. Journal of Gallus Desidenius. I love how that part is in English, and the rest is in this mysterious language. Is this a language we've seen before? This isn't. This doesn't seem like Daedric at all. Not sure. I guess Enfield will know. Cosneck.
Still here. What do you need to take?
You're gonna enjoy this one, buddy.
Remember,
Lead on, then.
speak only to Anther. Trust no one else.
Cosneck is in on it now, so you're gonna have to deal with the fact that he's involved in this. But yeah, that's the end of the quest. Alright, let's go back to Riverwood. I wonder if there was anything else in that room. Because we obviously got shot, so we couldn't explore it. Hey, thief. You're not part of the guild? How dare you?
You're new around here.
Oh my god, I was wearing my Deathbrand helmet and not Volsung. If I was wearing Volsung, I would have had more carry weight. Bag nub. Alchemy up to 94. And we've got some good level ups and some high skills, light armor,
Let's get going.
alchemy. Shit, I might have been it.
What do you need to do?
Didn't actually upgrade our lockpicking skill. You can keep the ebony sword if you want, no problem.
Lead on, then. Okay, scrolls. Food. A bit too much Walker.
Yeah, makes sense. We can drop that. Okay. Alright, we'll leave it there for today. Oh yeah, fun fact. So this video will come out on Monday, recording this on the Wednesday before. So this is going to be the last video that comes out while I am in my 20s, because I will be turning 30 on, well, tomorrow after this comes out, on the 11th of August, so that's an interesting fact. There you have it. And here we are, still playing Skyrim, stealing stuff, murdering people, taking jewels, you know the deal. Yeah, we've done the Speaking with Silence today. We tracked down Karliah to her hideout, battled through a bunch of Draugr, a dragon priest. We got the second part of the Disarm shout as well. But yeah, apparently, things weren't what they seemed. Mercer was actually the person that killed the previous Guildmaster Gallus, and had framed Karliah for it. And yeah, now things are making a bit of sense. Like, this is why Mercer's been so keen to hunt down Karliah, because she was the only person that knew about it. And the three of them were the Nightingales, so I guess... I mean, this is reminding me of an Oblivion quest, where there were 3 thieves, and one of them, framed the other 2 to make them seem like vampires, so he could kill them and, like, basically keep the treasure for himself. So yeah, I mean, in this case, only one of them's dead. Only Gallus died. But Mercer and Karliah, feels like only one of them's going to be left standing by the time this quest line ends. But interesting twist. Mercer also tried to kill us. Personally, I'd have gone for the neck or the head, or something that would have, like, absolutely guaranteed my death. But no, he just stabbed me in the chest in a non-vital area, and I managed to live. Karliah saved me. And now we've got Gallus's journal, which we need to find Enfir in the College of Winterhold. I'm his Archmage now, so he should listen to me. Who apparently, or who might be able to translate this journal, so we can find out what Gallus was saying. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So next time out, we will do the quest Hard Answers, and we will learn about what's in Gallus's journal. And hopefully that will give us a hint as to what we need to do next to take down Mercer Frey. Or, I don't know, explain what Mercer may have been after, maybe? I don't know. Or what Gallus and Mercer may have been after. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. And I'll see you when I'm 30. Bye.